The need for adequate and safe housing for the people of Carriacou and Petite Martinique has been a priority for the government of Grenada since the passage of Hurricane Beryl nearly 1 year ago. The powerful hurricane destroyed the housing and agriculture sectors on the sister isles and also dealt a severe blow to agriculture in some parts of the mainland. Some homes are being provided under the Build Back Better project spread across the island. In Dumfries, Carriacou, 20 prefabricated houses are being constructed. 12 of them are 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom structures, while the other 8 are 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom homes. They boast of air conditioning units, impact-resistant windows, and other features that can withstand disasters. Project sponsor Randall Dollans says once completed, the houses will be open for public viewing. He recently took us on a tour of one of the homes, which are being referred to as Happy Homes. It is a 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom, 420 square foot unit.
So on entry, you would notice that we have a big, bright, open living concept. Here you have a wonderful space where you can seat 2 stools and still have storage right here. So meals could be had right here sitting down on this countertop. We have a hot plate induction stove top right here. However, you have the option of removing this and adding like a 32-inch range on top. Full stove with an oven as well if you want to get that appliance package. So this is totally up to the person who buys a home. They can decide how they want to use this. But in addition to that, a wonderful feature is the extractor fan up on top. So no matter what you're cooking, if it smells like the oxtail and that smell and aroma is, smelling all through the home, you put the extractor on, takes the air right out. As you would notice, there are a lot of plugs all throughout on the walls, and this allows for easy access. So it's easy to sort of plug in whatever appliances that you may need or you want to use. You could just plug it in right there. Makes it very easy. This home is wired for 220 volts, so it's sort of in standard with what we do have available right now in the local market. You have a great sink right here, nice big window for, again, a lot of light and air. All of these windows will come with screens, and then your refrigerator goes right here on the side, plugs in right there. On this area, again, you have the double doors, impact resistant doors, and these doors again are very well insulated, so it keeps the sound out. Once you close these doors, you do not hear anything much from the outside. So it's great, and in this case, this home is going to be finished with a wonderful deck. We see we still have guys working on the deck right now. But again, with the doors opening this way, it makes it very convenient for any sort of entertaining.
Though modest in size, the house boasts of a comfortable living space for occupants.
Here you have a shower that comes with a hard plastic door. You already have towel racks built in, frosted window, but again, you could open that window up if you need to, just create more ventilation. There's also a ventilation vent on top. And then you also have the plugs that you can use to plug in whatever you need to use if you are in the bathroom. The sink and the mirror comes installed, and you would notice you have a lot of or adequate storage space for a bathroom of this size. Entering the bedroom, you would notice that this is a pretty spacious bedroom. A queen bed would fit from end to end right here, allowing night tables on either end. And then you also have the plugs on each side that you can plug into the nightstands with the night lamps. Another large window on either side, and you could frost this if you want. You could put a blind here. And again, these windows all open this way with the screens coming down. That makes it very attractive for keeping it open during the night and not allowing any insects to sort of fly in. The air conditioned unit comes standard in these units in this bedroom. Again, as much as it comes standard over on this side of the living area. When these air conditioned units on, they're enough to completely cool the unit down. And again, keeping that sort of insulated cool air inside. with the design of these units is also designed to not become very hot. You open the windows, there's adequate amount of ventilation, so you don't feel very hot inside the units. In this room, you have again a smaller bedroom. This wall right here separates the two rooms, and again you have adequate closet space on both sides of the rooms. So you have closet spaces and nice drawers all laid out here. Again, another nice window that opens up with a pull down screen and keeps the sound out.
Minister for Housing Honorable Gloria Thomas recently visited the site of construction to get an appreciation of the progress of work.
So I'm here at Dumfries in Carriacou, where we are now rolling out 20 homes, happy homes we call it. And the 20 homes comprise of 12 two-bedroom homes and 8 three-bedroom homes. I've done a tour of the two-bedroom homes and I'm very much impressed with what I've seen. We have spaces, all the conveniences are intact. We have air condition, we have the counters, we have air extractors to ensure that when you cook, the scent and the heat is drawn out of the house so you don't get contaminated by the scent or by the heat. We have the bedrooms already prepared with the closet spaces and the drawers, and I think I'm very much happy to see the progress that has taken place here with those homes. I know that we still have to ensure that we provide more houses because many people are coming out requesting houses, but I think these 20 homes will really go towards addressing some of the housing needs here in Carriacou, and I'm happy about that. And after we have done this, we will see what the requests are like and how much more we have to do and how we will go about doing it.
Minister Thomas said government is doing the best it can, cognizant of the fact that many people are anxiously awaiting a place to call their own.
People are very much impressed with the homes, especially the last set, these happy homes. I was speaking to a young lady this morning and she said, I prefer these. And I said to her that we look for the best for value, and I think we are able to deliver that through these homes.
While the 2-bedroom, 1-bath units are 420 square feet, the 3-bedroom, 2-bath structures are 840 square feet.
The great thing you see here is again the sort of space that you do have. I'm 6'2". These ceilings are 8 feet high, but not at all at any moment in time you feel like it's a small space. You have enough room to have a living area. You could put a small dining room table. You could put a television on the wall. Again, everything is designed for that, but it gives you just the right amount of space. The other fantastic thing about these homes is that it sort of addresses a need that Carriacou has right now in terms of getting materials to Carriacou, which we know is more expensive and more expensive now after Beryl. The fact that there's a labor force, you need a labor force to build some of these homes. But this is a steel home, very high quality. And in addition to that, we use a local labor force to build all of the foundations, the labor force building the decks. But more importantly, we've been training local labor force here in Carriacou to help with assembly of the homes. So when we're able to roll out more homes going forward, the local labor force is going to be able to assist with that and at some point take that over completely So as more homes come in, we'll continue to use the local labor force here. Because these homes came pretty much 98% ready, again, with some of the most sustainable heavy structures that would ensure longevity, we are now using the local labor force to build the foundations, local labor force to finish all the aesthetic works like the deck, for example, and we're now training a local labor force to help install these units in the event that we have to deploy a lot more of them going forward. So we have swapped the foreign crew out and inserted local labor force in. So again, we are mindful of continuing to create jobs and opportunities for those who want work on the island.
Dolan says he is grateful to all who helped to make the pilot project a reality.